So now, after a very long wait, we are getting very close to the official beginning of the Mandalorian Grogu movie project, which will release in 2026, at least at this point. It had been reported that they were going to start on this earlier and perhaps do production right now, but apparently, no, it will happen in several weeks. They are going to get started very, very quickly. And apparently, Pascal will actually be on set, at least for a little bit. And that's important because if you follow the Mandalorian mythology, spoilers if you're new, the Mandos are not allowed to take off their helmets. So something will happen where presumably the helmet will come off. The physical actor for the Mandalorian is going to be on set. So he's confirmed that. So the Mando Grogu project will begin very, very shortly. And it's being directed by Jon Favreau, who did Iron Man and has done various MCU projects and been very extensively involved in Star Wars. I'm a little torn on whether we should be excited. I do like the Mandalorian himself. I think the Mando seasons have overall been very good. That's kind of comparative to the really bad kind of Star Wars projects like the recent Acolyte, which had some great action scenes and a few other great moments, but otherwise was kind of a boring slop. So, again, given that they will be able to spend the time, energy, and effort that a lot of the problems that plague a lot of these Star Wars projects, the CGI looks not finished. Things look a little weird with the choreography and so on and so forth. That will be taken care of. And a lot of the complaining, which I am somewhat sympathetic to with the lightsabers and the lightsaber battles. But even there, a lot of people who don't really know how the lightsabers work. But again, the Mandalorian just usually shoots people. So hopefully that will look very good and impressive when they're done. And also in the news is the Skeleton Crew. We're getting a little bit more on what to expect from that project. That will be the next project they will release on presumably Disney Plus, and that stars Jude Law. And it's quite a few details they released. So apparently Jude Law will be some kind of Force user, not a Jedi, and probably not a Sith, but someone that can use the Force and is working with these small kids, and they're off and away on an adventure. I don't think they've even specified the timeline. I would assume this is after the events of Return of the Jedi, but I don't know. And it's being set up as a kind of Spielberg, Goonies style project where these kids have some growing up to do. It's a coming of age tale. Obviously, if it's like that, it really will probably not affect the Star Wars mythology in any major way. But if it's a nice, just little adventure with these kids, and it has, yes, one of the characters is based on Max Rebo, or the Max Rebo species to be precise. Seems like very delightful stuff. It's already getting this very political backlash, which I don't understand. I'm not going to treat that here, but I do find it a little hilarious that just seeing a Max Rebo kind of alien is causing a panic. I don't know why. I don't know why. And lastly, it's been confirmed that yes, Balin will be a part of the new Ahsoka season, and apparently they are replacing Rey, the actor who did a very good job with Balin in the Ahsoka season one. I'm a little bit torn on this. I do like Balin as a character. I was just hoping they were going to try to do some kind of way through the story just to replace the character physically and just say, well, Balin has changed because he's engaging with all kinds of weirdness with the Force. But apparently, no, they're going to try to cast someone that looks like Rey, which I think is always kind of tricky, right? It does happen tragically when you watch a TV show that the lead actor, something happens, you just have to do with a replacement. And you, in your mind, you have to realize, yeah, that's not the same guy, but it is what it is. I mean, again, I do like Balin. I'll be curious who they pick. There's already a lot of fan casting about who to choose, some of which I understand, but some of them I do not. Like Liev Schreiber, like why him? I don't know. He doesn't really look anything like Ray, but there we are. So Balin will definitely return for season two, but apparently the focus will be a female villain. So I'll have to wait for more details to emerge. And there we are with the latest on the Star Wars saga.